this is Jackie, your nerdy crafter. If you are a hardcore gamer, you probably already heard of Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior. Although we don't get all the games, most of them are still coming out on a regular basis in Japan. I'm currently playing one on my DS. Yes, I said DS. I didn't get a 3DS. One of the iconic monsters in that game are the slime monsters. I really wanted to make these cute little critters, but with clay it would have been too easy. So for this week's tutorial, you guys will learn how to make your very own Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior slime monster soap. You can make these soaps in practically any color that you want. I made blue, purple, orange, kind of the Ninja Turtle colors. You can definitely put them out, or you can opt to not put them out at all. If you have someone who is a huge fan of gaming, they will definitely appreciate this. For those of you new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. There are plenty of geeky tutorials to keep you entertained. Equally, if you like this project, don't forget to leave a like and share. Here's what you'll need for this project. Some scrap polymer clay, white and clear melt and pour soap, some soap colorants, that's going to depend on the color of slime that you want, any fragrance, a mold maker, a plastic sheet that's strong enough so that we can make a box for the mold. Optionally, if you want a cool shimmer on your slime, go ahead and use some Perlex or mica powder, a cutter and a rounded tool. To make our slime monster base, roll your clay and lightly push it down. Now take your clay again, make a small snake, flatten the bottom a bit, smooth it on the body. It should look like this. Now you're going to bake it for 20 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure that your oven was preheated. While it's baking, let's make the box. Cut out the plastic sheet. This one I'm using is usually sold for blocking windows when the air conditioning is up. Be sure to make the mold container just enough for your piece, that way you're not wasting the mold. Use duct tape to tightly seal all the edges together. Once the outer box is done, go ahead and tape the bottom part. And voila, an easy mold box. Once your slime monster is completely cooled down from baking, mix your mold maker according to package instructions. Put your piece in your box, fill it to the top with the mold maker. I let mine cure overnight since it was a pretty big piece. Now remove the mold from the box and your slime from the mold. On to the soapy part. Cut your transparent soap, melt it in the microwave for 8 to 15 seconds at a time. Mix your fragrance, then your color. Be sure to mix really well. If you want a more colorful, translucent look, only put mica powder without the colorant. If your soap isn't liquid anymore, feel free to melt it in the microwave again, but don't let it overheat. Now pour it in the mold. If you're impatient like me, put it in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes if you want it to harden much more quickly. Once it's hardened, unmold it. This part is a bit of a wiggle game until it pops out. At this point, go ahead and make all the colors that you want. The next part is about carving and filling the gaps. Draw the eyes with a needle and carve it out with a blade. Now melt your white soap base in the microwave and pour it in the eye sockets. If you have sensitive skin, be very careful not to get burnt. Don't worry about the mess on your slime. It will be removed very easily once it's all dry. Use the side of a needle or toothpick and watch the magic happen. Now let's do the same thing but for the mouth. Draw it, carve it, and fill it with white soap base that was colored with red. Now we're going to do the same thing for the pupils but with black. Instead of using a white soap base for the pupils, use transparent. Otherwise you will get a kind of gray as opposed to a true black. And that's it. Feel free to customize your little guy to your favorite slime monster or favorite emoji even on that little slime. All done! Don't forget to add me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. And if you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comment section below. Until then, I will see you guys next week.